When I find you, you will know what it was that brought me to this mountain. A painful fruit once devoured, the sharp edges of its seeds lodged like a whooping cough that would neither flower nor wither. What is the soul if not a walled garden? I tell myself I carry Isfahan between my shoulders. Look into my eyes and see wild orchards, pomegranates the size of melons, mangoes the size of raisins. Idris, your name is older than the fall of Babel. In the deserts we speak your name, alayhi salam, and recall our earliest memories when we gazed up the never-ending bodies of our fathers to imagine you standing before us. We write in the manner of your teaching and place the word on the highest pedestal. And here, at the head of the chair, I accept your challenge. Poetry, I know I'm given to foolery. Always had a death wish, I'm living my eulogy. Always soon to be, never making it. Never did it for the sake of it. Ain't from around here, so when I mispronounce it, parakeet, you're parroting my teachers, while I focus on the colours in the alphabet. And when I hold a clarinet, it burns like the cigarette I play. Beneath the minaret I pray. I tat-tat-tat with the bird of prey, circling my people while I plume my feathers. I'm the hillside moss and heathers, 4 seasons, all weathers, the crowd measures. They feel my temperature, they see the calm exterior, but sense my reservoir. A lot of the time, they don't fully know what I'm on, but we connect at the molecular. We're clinging on this rock like the breath in a pensioner, and we all sense the blue moon tide. We feel the gloom inside. It's our human side. More times, it's like the captain jumped ship and the crewman died. So I walk with my shoes untied, with the cooked and fried in my cut and sewn till the cows come home. A rapper is 1 letter short of pre-packaging. That's bad taste. That's plastic waste. And to double the views, they gotta double the me's. They're getting twice the views, but you'll be chasing the memes and you wonder why the climate changed. An MC is almost an MD, and that's feeling. That's 1 letter short of MDMA, that's healing. I'll take it back before the cypher, the block party, the scat man. Back before Umar, Aesop, the Abyssinian, the Black Gypsy, East African, the talisman spitter. There were corners that had to be cut. Unless you want to overload the circuit, kaput. And the pieces that you're left with are the hardy bits that wouldn't give. A cough can quaff an avalanche. And if I'd have tried to lift a branch before my back was set, what would have been the sobriquet? Other than dickhead. I already cancelled myself for being shit. Late bloomer, something of a sourdough. Toxic, where did all the power go? Didn't I ask you to mind the circuit? Could have been on another level. from the heart. Nothing special. But I just can't get this hat to sit right. Feels like a new era, but I can't see up. Feel worse than a mosquito, than a rabbit on Easter. What would have been the sobriquet? I know it. I know it all. Noetry. Noetic to some, and rust on a new blade for those who smell their wines first. And I probably should have left it there. But there's always some mad remedy promising to get the rust off. So you scrub as if the feds were drumming the door. Your life flashing before, splashing the crystal blue water at a nudist beach. And we could take it to Siggy and his student, but what good's that now, you mad bastard? If I could show you what I see projected in ink blots, in cakes and carpets, maybe we'd see the funny side. Or maybe we'd hold hands, or maybe. It's peak, glue, nutmeg zoot. At least we recycle the ashtrays, stargaze in the wrong direction. We must be finding our ways. Could this be a tale of the tribe, a revision, the incision below the cataracts, one long swing of the battle axe through these artifacts of inheritance that attracts and attacks in tandem? Could this be a call to demand them? I drop pseudo-random vignettes, high on super phantom twin jets, musk in the air, but who's burning the incense? Can't believe I didn't know that spiders were insects. Should've checked the index. All my life I've been drowning, but the limbs of this poem might be inlets. The sea is the black that's been flowing out of inkjets. Take me back to Lismore. That was how it should have been visiting Hargeisa. One long swing with a laser. I met an Al-Somali in Jeddah, another in Minnesota, and we were all the same. Intermezzo, immediate red, interluded. An Albion is everywhere and nowhere, always, never, and now. What is the soul if not a haunted place? A dark parlour. The via negativa of spirit is void, made a coffin of the anima. So where do we get the stamina to push a boulder up a hill? To fail and fail again at failing with grace. My cigarette pops with delight. Each one a succession of false endings. Covenants marked in the sands at low tide. The water is our witness. I don't think I'm gonna make it this time. I don't think I'm gonna make it this time. Oceans rise and I can't see the tide for the horizon. As I couldn't see the truth through the lies, and we used to play hide and seek, but nobody's fighting. This ain't like chumps biding time. I was frontline in wars that defied describing who's riding. We were better as a caterpillar. Blessed is thee who is the outsider. Cursed is thee who is the outsider. I roll up the space between us like a Rizzler. That's how I see the past, present and future. Sipping mint tea in Andalusia. Hanging from a tree behind Piccadilly Circus. Am I nervous? Of course we are. I lose months of the year to the fear. None of us are safe here. First they came for. Next they came for. Then they came for. When they came for. No one here for. I don't think we're gonna make it this time. I don't think we're gonna make it this time. Blessed is thee who is the outsider. Cursed is thee who is the outsider. I put up my tent on a gravelly slope. The winds split along both sides and watch the last of the light drain from the sky. The horizon in this analogy an exit wound. People shouted as I climbed, "You're wasting your time." You're already both mad and a poet. But you see, the challenge said I'd wake up either. That night was so dark, I was getting closed-eye hallucinations. I could see really far as Moose's Broch, which up until recently I thought was a constellation, which is odd because it also sounds like Moose's book, and before you know it, swing low, sweet chariot. I prayed for revolution, cozy at the Marriott, proletariat, Iscariot, watch me bend the knee for one day as poet laureate. I looked over the Gwyneth, and what did I see? Tell him about the nightmare, Samatar, and I'm doing that thing I hate. I mean, it got me this far, but no, I'm doing that thing again. Because I can't get this hat to sit right. Feels like a new era, but it's all mashed up. Must be a knockoff. He must be a fraud. He must be afraid. No hair left to braid. There's rust on my blade. No hair left to fade. Scrubbing like the feds are at the door on a raid. No bud left to grade. No cards left to trade. A spade for my suit. There's sand in my zoot. My coat and my boot. Good Lord. It's windy up here. A landslide comes after the rain, but we'll stand in the showers again and again and again and again. She invades my thoughts like the man who makes his living waving a pocket watch in front of overconfident victims who labour under the false assurances that they won't be taken quite so easily. After they're turned into frogs and chickens, after they've emptied their pockets, and their friends have posted it all on TikTok. And I say, I don't mean what I say. It just comes out like fireworks on New Year's Day. And you say you don't mean what you say. It just comes out like fireworks on New Year's Day. It's a mystery. How you teleport, telegram, even the teleframe was stuck together, cellophane. What's your name again? There's a body in the boot. You've been digging up skeletons. I'm in the skeletons, weighing up the pastries, weighing up the bones. This one's a serial killer. Blood pouring out of cornflakes. And this one was innocent. I should have stayed down in the valley, 'cause the wind's on a mazzoline, but the sky's looking dazzling. Atomic number 53, iodine, lots of dopamine, gasoline. I know if I could see myself, I'd be screaming happy Halloween. There was never any in between, flickering through the colours like the lamp and the kerosene. If I'd have known what ADHD can do, I would have sold my television. Maybe chilled out a little bit. Or not as much. I was never stressed. Now I feel the pressure. This poem better be clutch. And if I do my job right, there's a lot to catch. Like COVID-20, and I'm doing that thing again. That thing I hate. Thinking you're banking time, not knowing it's a Ponzi scheme. A click of the fingers and you're back in the room. You're like, who left this mess? Am I in a dream? It'll happen again, you can only assume. I gave the wicker man a struck match, tucked it in his rattan seagrass hat. He danced, it was the 1st of May, and the clouds were smoked Havanas, and the crowds were chanting my name. I don't know what it was. Bananas. They couldn't see the crown on my head. Weaves of water hyacinth and bamboo thatch. 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 What is the soul if not a diffuser? A scented humidifier. Aroma like chameleon scales. I can smell it every time the cabin jerks acute angles. And it's a wonder we're still airborne. Although it could be serotonin syndrome, because my eyeballs are sweating every time I yawn when I'm thinking about death. One eye on the air crew, because if they start, we're done for. And one eye scanning the rows, just to make sure that stench isn't coming from me. What is the soul if not an altimeter? That saws clipped to the wings or to the chest to the photons that form into newly made angels, measure the pressure of ascension, accurate to the bar in all its homonyms. What is the soul if not an echo sounder? When that's all you have to see in the dark, the resonance of someone clearing their throat. What is this place? Is anybody here? That message ain't getting opened. That email can get stuffed. Same goes for the other 9,999 because the webmail stopped counting. In fact, let me hide the phone. I fancy a burger. Wagyu and Angus cheese as thick as sheep. Shitloads of mayonnaise. And a bag of sauce, all different kinds of sauce. Smooth chili sauce with flakes, chili sauce with chopped chili. Mix it in with more mayonnaise if the chili's too hot chili. Iceberg lettuce and jalapeno chilies. What is this place? Is anyone here? Into my third set of 18s. Pretty formal poet, really. I need structure, but can't hold it an arm's length away. All the shit you can't delay. Getting older by the day. Wordplay will only get me part the way. I need action. Camera, lights. We're naked under satellites. Our birthmarks and cellulites. Till we each read our last rites. And the sunrise, if you can call it that. A Zippo, failing to spark the clouds. I'm thinking, did I even fall asleep? I'm thinking I thought I'll get a poem out of this. But thinking all the same, maybe you have to have been seen by Idris sleeping. So in lieu of a change, that dazzling epiphany, I figured I must be neither a madman nor a poet, just halfway up a hill, hatless, feet on the atlas. Goodbye, Idris. How about we call it a night? So what is a poem if not the soul of a man cast before him? Either as an 8-sided die, a skimming stone, or one of the old nets set adrift on the Sea of Galilee, where the fish are unlike any other fish in the world.